What's going on, everybody? Plasma Therapist here, and today is part 6 on our final part of our complete airbrush tutorial series, and today we're going to be covering top coats. Now, I'm excited. I have a lot of fun going over top coats. I hope you guys are excited too, so without further ado, let's head over to my workstation. Alright, so here we are set up in my paint booth. Now, on top of protecting your kits from paint chips or scratches and things like that, top coats are going to give your paint kits a different finish and a different look overall. Now, all three of these spoons have been painted with the same color, but the top coat that's been applied to them are the only thing that's changed. Starting with the one on the far left, we have our matte coat. This is going to be the least reflective. This is going to give you that very flat look, very non-reflective look, as you can see there. The light isn't very shiny, and that's going to be kind of giving it a little bit of a rough or a coarse texture when applied on. Now in the middle we have our semi-gloss, and as you can see, not quite as dim as the matte coat. Has a little bit more reflection, but it's not super clear. This is kind of where the base plastic kind of shine comes back in. It's going to be around that semi-gloss sort of finish. And on the far right, you have your very high gloss finish, and as you can see, the reflection in that one is very shiny. It's very clean. It's almost like a mirror. You can see the individual LEDs in the spoon. So when it comes to your top coats, not only is it good for protecting your kits, like I said, but it's good to give your kit different varieties, and when applied to different paints, it's going to give your kits different looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these spoons away, and I'm going to kind of go through different looks you can achieve with different coats. Alright, so here's our next setup, and I was going to pull these spoons out, but I figured I'd leave them in to kind of give you guys an understanding of these top coats a little bit better. And so while yes, there is kind of a flat semi-gloss gloss finish, it really is more of a spectrum. And what do I mean by that? Well, I have some extra spoons that I'm going to throw in there just to kind of give you guys an idea of how they look. Now, to the left of our flat spoon, I have this aluminum here from Moto, and when you apply a flat coat to that, it definitely gives a different metallic look compared to one of the other ones that I have come up in a little bit. So you can use your flat on metallics to get an object that is metallic, but it's not a very shiny metallic color. Now, in between your flat and your semi-gloss, you're going to have other types of paints like the Studio Gundam version 2G paints. As you can kind of see, not quite a flat color, but not quite a full semi-gloss, somewhere kind of in the middle. Now, when you move on between the semi-gloss and the full gloss, you have something like the Moto Gunmetal here. Now, the Moto Gunmetal is a great color because it's a little bit more reflective than the flat aluminum that you could see on the far left, but not quite a full gloss, not quite a semi-gloss, kind of a little bit in between there. And then on the far end here, we have our bright red by Anchoret. The gloss is going to give it a really vibrant look, kind of like a very nice sports car kind of finish. And so understanding that top coats are a bit of a spectrum can help you guys understand different looks you guys can achieve. So if you're using very bright, vibrant colors, you can go for that glossy finish to, again, give it that very nice, clean, very brand new sort of finish. Or if you want to go for not so eye-catching, a little bit more toned down, a little bit flatter, you can go with your flat or your matte coats to get that kind of a more muted look. Now, when it comes to laying down top coats, the way I like to lay my matte coat is light misting layers, as you can see here, and just slowly build it up to avoid kind of getting a cloudy, kind of a slightly white off-white color to it. Now, when it comes to my gloss coats, what I'll do is I'll lay down a light tacky layer first, and then I'll come back in over with a kind of a medium wet coat, check it, and go over it again. Now, if you don't remember how I lay these paints down or how I do this, I'll go ahead and link my video up in the corner showing you guys how I paint my kits, so you guys can go ahead and practice and follow along too. Alright, last thing I want to talk about is a fun thing you can do with candy colors. Now, standard candy is going to be like this. It's a clear color over a chrome or a silver, and then a gloss coat applied to the top of it to give it that very nice hot rod finish. Now, very standard, but the effect that I actually want to talk about today is going to be this flat coat here. Now, when you apply a flat coat over a candy, it's going to give this kind of this dull sheen over everything, and that's the look we call an anodized finish. All of this is just a flat coat applied over the same candy. It's the same process for the blue as I did to the red, where I put a gloss black, then a chrome color, and then the candy color. And the only difference that I did was that I applied a flat coat to the red and a gloss coat to the blue. So I haven't done any of my kits in this anodized look, but I really like it. I have an idea for one, but go ahead and experiment with it. Have fun with the anodized finish, and if you guys do an anodized coat, tag me in it. I want to see what you guys come up with. Have fun with your top coats, experiment with it, because you never know what kind of cool finishes you can come up with. So there you have it, guys. That is our complete airbrush tutorial series. I hope you guys learned something and enjoyed the series from start to finish. And I want to take a moment to thank my partners in this video, which is going to be the Gundam Place Store. Now, the Gundam Place Store and I had initially talked about sponsorship for this videos, but all they really wanted to do was to provide you guys with the information on getting you guys started with airbrushing. And I felt like it was such a noble cause that I decided not to take the money, and I just decided that I would do this with them as a partnership to give back to the community, because you guys have given me so much. So if you guys ever get a chance to and you guys want to go shopping, please check out the Gundam Place Store for any model kits, paints or tools or accessories that you guys need, and even diorama pieces if you guys are getting into that, something that I'm just kind of starting out with, and I'll be working with them in the future for as well. But anyway, if you do get a chance, check them out, give them a thank you for this entire tutorial series. I'm so thankful to have worked with them. But anyway, that's it from me today, guys, and that's it for this tutorial series. I'll be back with some more tips and tricks, so don't worry about that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you found some value in this entire series, but take care of yourselves, take care of the people around you, and I'll see you in the next one.